Okay. Okay, so if you can't watch it now, it'll be recorded so you can watch it later. So I have my journal, which I record readings. If you want a copy of it, all I'll do is basically have a circle with where your runes were. I can also go into detail about what they mean and everything. So if any of them go flying off the table, which does happen here and there, that basically means it's in the ice, so I'll still read it for you. Now, these are my runes. I'm going to pick 3 for your situation that I'm drawn to, and I will read them and explain the rest. So, if it's towards the middle, that means that this is your inner self. This is a rune that's speaking to you. If it's towards the outer ring of the circle, which you can see right here, big ring, if it's near the crystals or the minerals or whatever, this basically means that other situations and other things are pertaining to it or affecting it. If it falls outside of the circle over here, this is known as the ice. That means that it's laying dormant. It'll happen in your future. It's not happening at the moment. And it can happen within weeks or months, things like that, or days. So that's a future thing. So let me go ahead and pick your runes. This can take a second. I do this with my eyes closed. I kind of like focus my energy onto it, and I focus my energy from you, if that makes any sense. Okay, so these are the ones I was drawn to for you. And now I'm going to cast them. I have to cast them with my right hand. So sometimes I might be switching my camera just to, kind of let you know. Let me see. Kind of get my other runes out the way over here. Okay. So I'm going to cast your first one. Okay, so that is symbol side up, and that is towards the middle, which means other people and other things will influence you during this rune reading. For this rune reading, sorry. If you hear any noise out there, it's probably my kids or my roommates or whatever, so just kind of ignore that. I'm trying to get these done before work. Okay, so this is going to be influenced by other people and other things in your life. This is known as Elhaz or Algiz. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Or known as the elk or eelgrass rune. The symbol side is up, which means you're facing difficulties head on and resolving them. Rising high through achievement and battling to fulfill a dream. That can mean good employment prospects, or after a period of unemployment or threats to your livelihood, or especially after unemployment or threats to your livelihood. So this basically is the Elhaz. It basically means like the eelgrass, which is found in marshes. Any man who tries to grasp it, it gets wounded. They get wounded because it's really sharp. So it represents the nettle that is hard to grip, but once it's been seized, it's traditionally used for thatching, kindling for the fire, and bedding for animals. So it represents also the antlers of the elk, and that can be used for attack or defense. It also indicates resources that are available, attack powerfully, and altruistically. Blah, can't say that. So basically in your reading, this is saying seize opportunities or make a decision even if it's difficult or painful. It'll clear the way for your good fortune, so it'll help clear a path for your future. It can also mean freedom from limitations or a new life path. So you said you're going through a really bad breakup, okay? This is pertaining to you. This means that even though you're hurting right now, you are going to gain freedom from it, from limitations, and you're going to have a new life path because of this. So that's a good thing. You want to think positively about it. Alternatively, it can appear also when you're contemplating things. So if you're studying healing, spiritual things, or even downsizing to a meaningful, simple lifestyle. This is saying that you could be considering those things. So that's kind of a good thing too, because that's a whole new life path for you, and it's going to help you heal. Oh, and this went into the ice, and it was a blank side up. So, let's see what your future's holding, buddy. Okay, that one I've seen a couple times. I'm still learning some of these, so just kind of hang in there with me, because I'm trying to remember a whole bunch of these. It's really hard to remember all these. There's 25 of them. So that is in the ice, okay? That is the symbol known as dawning of the day or the awakening, okay? Let me show it to you again, because these runes can be used as like lucky charms, as charms and things, or like if you know what sigils are, like these could be used for things like that. So if you want to remember these, that's pretty cool. I can write them down for you. So that's known as the dawning of the day and the awakening, and it's in the ice, which means that's in your future. However, the blank side is up, which is basically saying you're going to have challenges. So living for the future and not making the most of the present. Undue pessimism about life and hanging on to past sorrows. So in your future, you, maybe even this breakup that you're talking about, you might be clinging to that. In your future, you're in any past sorrows you may have, that's going to kind of hold you back. So you need to try to help yourself get over those. And you want to live for your future and make most of your present. So you don't want to kind of linger in the past, have regrets, things like that. You want to look towards the future and live for today. It is an exciting, positive rune and refers to improving health for you or a loved one. It can mean a new career opportunity, especially after a job loss or bankruptcy. And it's a sudden revival in love or good luck. So you could possibly find a new love or come across really good luck in your future. It promises that life will get better for you, but you just have to keep going and have faith in yourself. Okay? So you need to put faith in yourself so you can live towards the future, not the past. You need to learn some new skills, retraining, study new opportunities, or pursue a new career, or find a better situation concerning yourself or a young person that might be involved around your life. It's also a good sign for overcoming addictions, debt, fears, and phobias, or even depression. So you need to, in your future, this is saying that you will overcome your depression, but it's also saying that you're continually waiting for a better tomorrow. You may be worrying too much about past failures, past rejections, and future hazards instead of making the most of what is to offer now. So you're kind of walking on eggshells in your life. You're focusing and worrying about your past failures and your rejections. And you're scared of your future. You're scared to make anything of what offers you might have right now, and you need to take advantage of those offers and kind of move forward in your life. If your trust has been shattered, reach out to those who are there for you rather than shutting yourself away. Now, I don't know why you guys broke up or anything, but if you had any trust issues out of that, like, for example, let's say there was a cheating issue or something like that. I mean, we've all gone through a lot of things like that. Now, if you've gone through any trust issues at all from this previous experience that you have had, you need to reach out to people who are there for you. You need to take their advice and reach out to them for help and for emotional support. And you do not need to be shutting yourself away. You don't need to be clamming yourself up, okay? That's not good for you. So that's basically what these runes have to say. Now, if you want to use this, which I feel maybe you should, you can put this symbol on different things in your life and kind of carry it around with you for good luck and good fortune. You can charge it, and it basically means the light at the end of the tunnel and new beginnings, and to believe in yourself when others are doubting you, as well as new opportunities. So I have a feeling that you need to put this on something and kind of use it, okay? So that'll help you out, and it'll help you out in your future. So let's do your last rune that I picked out. Oh, okay, so that's blank side up. Blank side up. Boo, 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 boo. I have actually seen this one several times, and that's blank side up though, so I can't remember the blank side. But that is known as Uruz, okay? That is the, let me show it to you again, because you might be learning about this stuff. This is the Uru symbol. It is blank side up, and it is kind of halfway in between the middle and the outer circle, so it's kind of hard to say when it comes to how it's pertaining to you. This means that challenges, you're facing huge odds against you. You're feeling pressured down a road that you don't want to follow. Okay, so this is also known as the wild oxen. Now, oxen were very fierce, whose horns were, according to myth, worn on the Viking helmets and engraved with the Uruz rune to give the strength of the Eryx to the warriors. So this was on a lot of helmets to help the warriors back in the Viking days. Okay, and it helps them get with strength to kind of go into battle and everything like that. It also helps you with obstacles that you can overcome through determination, strength, and endurance. So sometimes we should push forward even in blind faith. So you might not know what's happening in your future. You might not know what's gonna happen, what's coming, but basically this is saying push through it, okay? You need the determination and the strength and the endurance. You need to overcome these obstacles in your life. Even though you don't know what's happening, you need to just push through it, okay? So it means that there might be people or situations that are blocking your way forward, whether it's at work or at home. The obstacles are within you as well. They are manifesting as fear of failing or not being clever or worthy enough to even try anything. So you might not feel like you're worthy enough to try things, and you are scared to fail or to not be smart or worthy enough to try anything. You might just feel like giving up. But whether these resistances are coming from yourself or from other sources outside of yourself, you need to get courage, and if necessary, be persistent or assertive than usual. And you need to be like those wild oxen, and you need to charge it. You just need to be like a charging herd and go for it. Don't let your inner fears take you down, okay? You are putting obstacles without, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. You may be putting up obstacles without realizing it because you don't want to do things that you feel you'd ought to do or are told that are good for you. But ask yourself if you are feeling pressured for changes that you don't want. It's your choice and your call, okay? So you may be putting up these obstacles without realizing that you're putting them up and not do things that you think are good for you. But you need to realize if you're feeling pressured to change. And if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. It's your call. It's your life. So hopefully these readings kind of helped you out with that. And I will write it down if you want me to write it down. And I can send you a picture. And you can keep the video. So hopefully it helped.